Hey guys, Jim Bounds at Motorhome Rehab Ranch. And of course, I'm not at Motorhome Rehab Ranch right now. I'm at Lou Gardens, and I'm a day past our road trip to Vidalia. Went unbelievably well. Let me give you a recap. I'm putting this on both YouTube and Patreon. As the Patreon guys know, I had some little trouble downloading some of the Patreon only videos that I did. So just bear with me, and I'll get more of those as things figure out how to do it. Let me tell you about how it went. Now, for those of you that have never been to a GMC International, every 6 months, the Eastern Club, GMC International, has a convention. They also, every 6 months on the West Coast, the Western states have a rally, which was a week before the International that we went to. And it's great. Every 6 months, everybody gets together and talks about it. Well, this one for me was a bit of a bucket list because it'd been a long time since I've been to one. And you guys have seen me work on the motorhome, take it apart and all that, and I got it together. So I worked on that thing for about a year to get it going. I had the shakedown like everybody's supposed to do, and it shook down. The transmission went out. First thing somebody said, well, what happened? Well, it's 50 years old. What happened is it got old. And so we're going to work on a program to fix that. So I loaded up the truck. It's an '01 Dakota. I had so much stuff in it, I had the Carolina lean figured out. Headed up to Bessemer, Alabama. Left about 9:30 that evening, got in the next morning, straight up run. Truck ran beautifully, but it had no air conditioning. And the driver window started giving me some hassle of not working. But we made it. And I was really happy to get to Bessemer. Mark had some stuff to pick up. Besides that, Mark had his 92 Grandville that we were going to live in. So it was a wonderful time. So Saturday, we loaded up, had a couple of ranch hands come by, look at some things. It was great to see you guys. Ray, thanks for coming by, Ray Cronus. So the next morning, we loaded up, and I followed Mark with his diesel motorhome. Yeah, I got dieseled. But it was about a 2.5 hour run to Vidalia, Louisiana. Good run. The Dixielanders were there. Must have been, I don't know, 18, 20 coaches, so something like that. Good to see all you guys there. And it was good to stop halfway and to check the truck, be sure the tarp. And it's a funny thing, I've got a bunch of old Zip D awning material that I use as a tarp. Well, the Sunbrella material, the Zip D, will never go bad. I mean, I've got 50-year-old tarps, but the stitching went bad. Yep. The Sunbrella material started tearing apart because the Zip D stitching had gone out. So we added a bunch more straps. It looked like the real McCoys. So we left Laurel, Mississippi, heading to Vidalia. It was a short run. It was about 148 miles. No problem. Had no problem at all. You know, but here I've been out on the road, 3 days, and it was just wonderful coming over that hill. When I say hill, the Vidalia Park was literally on the side of the right on the bank of the Mississippi River, actually in an overflow, right? So they had levees and stuff. And it was a real thrill coming over the hill and seeing all the GMCs. There were 60 motorhomes there, but you kind of felt alone out in the middle of nowhere. It's hot. Come over that hill. We made it. We're there. And it was a wonderful thing. Got greeted. They had all the packages and stuff. And the way it works is when you get there, they've got a greeting package and the spots that you're going to be. And so we picked the package up. Mark had his 36-foot Granville, got her parked in there with everybody else, and started looking around, seeing who's there. It was great to see you guys. A lot of you hadn't seen in a long time. John Richardson, it's his last rally. I don't know how many he's been to, but I think he's been to every one I've ever been to. It was a wonderful thing to be there with him and all you other guys. They had seminars. Now, the thing that I thought was very interesting, they spread everything out and had the seminar set where you're not having to run from each one to the next. We did the first seminar on welcome to Motorhome Rehab Ranch, and it gave me an opportunity to explain what we're trying to do for the GMC community with Motorhome Rehab Ranch. The platform, that we have all the videos out there, and that we answer questions all the time. And I explained how we're bringing parts in. We have ranch hands that have talents and abilities, that we're bringing parts to the community. That's another thing that we can do. It's one of the missions of Motorhome Rehab Ranch. And I had a wonderful opportunity to explain that to the international group. Plus, they had Marco Cathuria recording everything. He did a wonderful, he had some real, it's his job. He does it as a profession. So he had all the big microphones and cameras and lighting and all that kind of stuff. So all of the videos, all the seminars were recorded by Marco. They'll be available on the international site. So as soon as, now he does editing, so it's not like I throw them up. As soon as they get them edited out and get them up, I'll do a link for you to the international where those are. They also did a series on folks that are key folks in the GMC community. We had Fred Hudspeth was just before me. Fred's coach is absolutely beautiful. He's been involved, like I said, with John Richardson for many, many years in the community. So he did a bio on Fred, did one on me, on Mark, and on Chad. Chad flew in and rented a car to come over and help me explain on the second seminar the one-wire alternator. Okay, with anything new, there's a bit of apprehension, I guess I would say. People, why change it? It's working, kind of a thing. But the word on this alternator is very, very important. All right, very important. And we were able to explain carefully. And Chad got right down into the rabbit hole with it and explained how to do it. So I hope you guys will watch that video when International comes out with it. Now, we've done a couple of videos on it already, and I may do a follow-up because Chad covers some interesting things. So I may do another video on it. But guys, this is really something you need to do, you need to consider. 2012 GM car uses a one-wire alternator. Now, the computer controls the voltage, but without the computer, it defaults to a one-wire alternator. So it's not just something unusual or whatever. And I explained how to get one done and how to call me and go through it all. And that was a great video too. Folks said they enjoyed it. I was real happy to get that word out. and to be able to answer questions. And I got all the normal questions. But that meant to me that folks were thinking. You're thinking. And that's what we want. You don't have to go to the big alternator. You can use the original 100 amp alternator, which is fine if you're not going to go to solar and charging big batteries and having a bunch of electric fans on your radiator. If your motorhome is pretty much conventional, a stock alternator set up as a self-excited one-wire alternator works beautiful. You can get rid of the blue finned isolator, which eats 0.8 volts. You say, well, that doesn't sound like much. But if the alternator splits out 13.6, you're only getting about 13.2 to the battery, which means it's never going to be fully charged. They say, well, fully charged. 13.1 is the top charge on the battery, which is true. 12.65 is supposedly a fully charged battery. But it would be really nice to be able to throw all your voltage and not have any leak or any drain, and that's what that isolator does. So I feel that was a great talk. Okay. Folks say that GMC International is on the decline. Well, it's true that the membership is down, but here's the thing: you guys, you ranch hands, the next generation, need to get with International. They're going to be getting some new venues, some interesting things, and it's good for like-minded people to get together. All right, so watch GMCInternational.com. Watch how they're rolling out their new website. Going to have a lot of information on it, and they're supporting me 100%, and I'm supporting them too. All right. So we got to the last day. We got all the seminar, the bios done and all that. And I got the truck all loaded up. Didn't have the gangster lean or the Carolina lean because a lot of you guys bought stuff and I really appreciate it. The idea, and I just came up with the idea a couple of days before I left, but the idea of do-it-yourself fire suppression system was received real well. All right. So in upcoming video series will be how to build your fire suppression system. Several people took the hardware that I took down there. So give me a week or two to start that series. We'll show you how to build your own fire system. Okay? And as I said in the video that we did seminar, there's only two ways to lose your motorhome. Get it hammered in an accident or have it burn up. There's no rust. Well, Frank, but fire suppression in your motorhome is really, really important. And for me to be able to show you how to do it and offer you the hardware to do it, something that we would sell for $450, something like that, which was a super buy. You're looking at probably $60 of hardware and then your labor to put it together. So stay tuned for those videos. They're going to be very good. And Ranch Hand, stay tuned as soon as I can figure out how to upload those videos that we did. I'll have those for the Ranch Hands. I appreciate everybody that followed us. I really appreciate those that helped sponsor us. Thank you so much. It wasn't as bad as driving the motorhome, but still, we burned some fuel. I had the truck packed up higher than the roof, so I dropped a couple miles a gallon going there. But coming back, thing ran really good. I'm sure I got almost 20 miles a gallon on that truck. It really worked well. I'm going to stay away from it for a couple of days. We had a good trip, but I'm done with that truck for a little while. We'll clean it out and get it back going. And we'll get the transmission going on the GMC. The pressure's off. The bucket list was done. We made the full trip from the Shire to Mordor and back again. I needed to do it. And it's done. Took me a day to get over it. And I'm feeling a lot better. Feeling great. And another day or two, we'll start doing some more stuff. And we'll start getting the the videos out for the do-it-yourself fire systems, which, again, I've already said it, so important. Watch for that. Pay attention for that, because you need that. And I need to help you protect yourself. Well, guys, thanks for being with me. Thanks for following along with us on the road trip. There are a lot more planned this summer. I'm hoping to get out with the motorhome and go to some car shows and things like that, and to get out on the road. And you know, you can take your motorhome to a car show. You'll probably win a trophy. Yeah, that's how unique we are. All right. Well, thank you for your time, and thank you for thinking a GMC is worth keeping, because it is. All right. We'll see you in the movies.